Welcome back, everybody. We are on episode 4 of our weed only playthrough of Schedule 1. Last episode, we had collected some new seeds and gotten the rest of our setup going. We were in the middle of loading up on some new supply. We got Benji started selling for us. And we had Austin call the cops on us for some reason last episode. We made a sale to him, and then went inside of the Taco Ticklers and made a sale to Austin or Kyle, I'm sorry. And when we came back out, Austin was outside and just randomly called the cops on us for no apparent reason. So we had to make an example out of him real quick. Don't want the rest of the town getting any silly ideas. And now we're just going to start loading up on as much supply as we can. We're going to load up Benji's inventory, load up our own inventory, and start working our way towards getting the money put aside for the bungalow so we can move on up and start a real grow op. We're doing all right in here so far. We still got a few levels left before we can replace these last grow tents with some more suspension racks. And we'll probably work our way from here to the bungalow around that time frame so we can just set up a whole ton of these suspension racks. Speaking of Austin, let's go make a sale real quick and see if he learned his lesson. What's up, Peggy? You want some drugs? Four of them. All right. Miss Ming. Nope. Sorry, I sold to you last night. My bad. We'll check out Ludwig on our way up here. And Geraldine, I guess. Thanks, buddy. Geraldine's a champ, man. That guy, he buys like 5-6 grams every day. An actual legend. Joyce. Alright, let's meet up with Austin real quick. We'll make this sale. Then we can go find out where Joyce is at. What's up, dude? Remember what happened last time? Let's not do that again. There you go, homie. Kyle! Morning, dude. There you go, big guy. Oh, yeah. Our deal with Joyce is about to expire. We got plenty of time. She's not that far away. This is probably my favorite spot to sell at, honestly. Just such a vibe down here. Thanks, girl. I mean, it's just great. It looks awesome. This is where I'd want to sit at. We got to be getting pretty close to unlocking Westville. We should actually work on that today. We'll check our contact list, and we'll see if we can't make some sales to the right people to get ourselves worked up to meeting some of the next folks in Westville. Nothing. I'm actually upset by that. What's up, Chloe? Thanks. Have a good one. Peter. Perfect. I love Peter for the fact that I never have to go find him to beat his ass. He always, comes to me. I'm starting to wonder if the dude doesn't enjoy it. There's definitely something weird going on there.
Nope.
I was debating on hitting him there, but Sam's been pretty solid so far. He doesn't deserve it. Peter, on the other hand, Peter deserves it. There you go, dude. Per usual. Have a good one. Man, we've wrecked Peter so many times, and he just comes back every day like it didn't even happen. I'm fairly certain he actually enjoys it. Alright, let's check our contact list quick. We've got everybody here, right? Yep, we got everybody downtown, and Westville we have unlocked. We just haven't really started hooking up with anything yet. So Trent and Joyce, Joyce we've been selling to pretty regularly. Trent, I don't think I've sold to at all yet. Let's see if we can't figure out where he's at. I thought I saw him up here. Beautiful. Joyce will have to wait till tomorrow. We can try and sell to each of these guys again. That should let us start building some friendships with these guys. Let's see where Meg's at. Meg is at the gas mart up over here. Nelson's calling us too. We'll have to stop and talk to him in a minute. But let's run up here real fast to Meg. Start expanding our sale area just a little bit. Get some new customers. We can work on getting a new dealer. Nope. Jennifer's downtown. Okay. Oof. 79% only. That's pretty low. Hopefully we'll get lucky here. Come on. Nice. That a girl, Meg. I appreciate that. I'm not even mad you don't want to buy more. So we got Meg open. She's going to be the one that gives us the hookup to our supplier, most likely. Let's see where Keith's at. Right next to Taco Ticklers. Try and expand our customer base as much as we can today. We definitely got to pick up the skateboard at some point too. You inside, Keith? Oh yeah, there you are. What's up, dude? Try this out. Let me know what you think. Don't you ever say that about my drugs again. I don't care if you don't want them. Don't disrespect them. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that son of a bitch. Got a decent base of operations and a growing customer base. You'll be pulling in some proper cash now, but you'll need to help manage all your customers. But you'll need help to manage all your customers. Time to think about recruiting a dealer. There's a guy, Benji Coleman is his name. Yeah, we already have Benji, dude. You're like way behind the times here, man. Ludwig, that's who that was. Yeah, sure, dude. I'll meet you in just a second. Where are we going? Over here. Okay. Hey, fancy seeing you here, man. Too sour? There you go, bro. Alright, we gotta go get some more baggies and start packaging some more product because we are almost out. Let's buy like 60 more. This should be enough for most of what we've got here laying around already. Drop that in there. Let's take sour diesel first because we are lowest on that. Hopefully now that we're expanding our operation, we'll be able to level up enough to get the Mark II here for the packaging station. This isn't horrible. I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's torture by any means, but you sit down here to package up like 100 grams. It gets to be a bit much. The other one is just faster as well. Not only is it simpler on you, not having to individual baggie everything, but it is significantly quicker. First off, let's drop these in because I don't need that taking up space. We'll need a stack of OG Kush. this stuff up, and we should have enough for a secondary bundle. So what we'll probably do is package up one more set of 20 grams for both the OG and the sour, and we'll throw that onto the rack. That way if we run low again, we can come back and just grab it, keep our sales going. Beautiful. Let's do one more stack of sour diesel. We'll drop that off, grab this guy. Beautiful. And we do have to go talk to Benji at some point and collect the cash he's got and check his inventory stock. We can do that through the phone. So when we finish this quick, we will open up our cell phone, we'll check out the dealer's app on there, and it'll show us how much inventory Benji has and how much cash he's carrying. That'll let us know if we have to go bundle any into jars for him or anything like that. I feel like he should still be okay for now. We did give him like 50 grams to start with, but it won't last all that long. Alright. Now, dealers. Benji's still got 43 grams left, and he's only carrying 450 bucks. He's kind of blowing it right now. Good enough. We are in pretty good shape, though. And we have enough to do another round of green crack here. So let's do this and refill all of our planters quick. Hopefully somebody hits us up while we're doing this so we can make another sale or two tonight. We're also going to have to load up on seeds pretty quick here. I'm not sure why it's taken 3 attempts to open these bags. Usually you literally just slide your mouse once across and that's it, but I'm either just being a little bit off on the line. There it is. Slow it down a bit, it works. All this trash. This apartment, excuse me, is disgusting. Alright, who was that? Miss Ming. I tried selling to you earlier and you told me no, but I appreciate you reaching out. Where are we meeting? Way over there. Alright, you're gonna have to give me a minute. I want to plant these guys and water them real fast, although we might have to run over to Ming before we do the watering. Depends on how much time we have. I think we're going to have enough time. Highland Range is pretty close to here, so it's not like we have to run that far to meet up with her. And this will let the grow process start while we're out making sales still. There's really no need to minimize and maximize everything. The game is fairly slow-paced to begin with, and being in early access, there's not a lot of endgame activities to do, so there's no point in feeling rushed or trying to, like, be as efficient as possible. Unless that's how you want to play it, you know, that's up to you, but... Wait. Oh. Boy, I'm an idiot. I was wondering why we had 1 soil and 1 seed left over. I just completely ignored this last planter. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright, let's go meet up with Ming quick. Make our sale. And we might actually just kind of walk around and pound on a few doors quick, see if anybody wants to buy any more. 3 sour. There you go, ma'am. We did not run into Jesse today. Peter's still knocked out over here. Jessie will likely not be home quite yet. She's normally out pretty late. Yep, no luck. Alright, so let's head over here. There she is. Yep, perfect. Good timing. You know, by 5? Damn. My girl. Donna, you turned me down earlier, but nope, not long enough. Okay. I think we did pretty well today overall. We made a fair amount of sales. We got enough money. We could actually buy some sprinklers and stuff too, but I think we're going to wait. 5 more grams for Peggy too. No. What do you mean no? That was a 90% chance. Come on, let's be real here. I don't think the percentiles really line up to be that accurate though, to be fair. The most noticeable one is the chance for customers to like your product. I don't think it's quite 50-50, but I would say it's pretty close to that for being rejected, even though my percentiles are normally like 75, 80, 90% like that last one. It's still almost a 50-50 chance on whether or not they take the sale. Definitely going to have to start working on some experience gain here. We got to get that packaging station 2 open because we're running out of space. In fact, let's set these guys in here. We're going to drop all of this off. We're going to go buy ourselves one more large storage rack. And we'll check out if there's anything new and useful here we can pick up for us. What's up, dude? Still no packaging station 2 yet. We do have the mixing station, but I'm not going to use that quite yet. I want to wait a little bit longer. Let's do a storage rack. We're going to buy another stack of jars. And probably 40 more baggies. And for sprinkler systems, you know what? I feel like we should just buy some. Help us out. We've got 6 right now. And we're probably going to expand 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to want to do that be 10. So 3160. We actually have enough for this. We're just going to have to save up a little bit of cash today to get some more seeds. I do want to deposit this though. Oops, not withdraw. We're going to deposit all of it. Quite the expenditure here. We're spending most of our cash, but it'll be worth it. Not only do we get to expand our grow up, but these auto sprinkler things are going to come in handy a lot now. It's not quite as important early on, but as you start to expand, the watering process does become quite the hassle. And as you can tell, you can fit them all nicely down this corridor. The only downside is if you're going to come down here to water and gather and stuff, you have to climb on top of these. But it is what it is. You got to work with the space that you got, you know. Boy, we are really running out of room here. Alright, everybody wants some drugs right this second, so let's make the rounds, I suppose. Alright, let's go meet up with Austin. He's behind the taco tickler. Well, at least we're going to be making our money back. What's up, dude? 3 sour? Oh, son of a bitch. Good thing I grabbed exactly that somehow. What are the odds? We dropped all of our drugs off, and I forgot to grab them. And somehow we managed to take those 3 sour off that extra shelf. That was kismet. So let's see. Meg wants 1 sour diesel. Joyce wants 2. So we just need 3 sour right now. Let's take that and that back too. Actually, you know what? Let's move all of our supply stuff here for growing and all that good stuff onto this shelf. Peter's back again. Who would have guessed? That's a little bit better. Still not fully organized, but not quite as chaotic as it was either. Alright, and what did you want, Peter? 3 sour. Okay. What are we selling our sour for right now? I feel like everybody wants that instead. It's priced right, 62. I'm gonna do 2 more. Now we're just gonna wait. What we'll do is we'll finish harvesting all these when we're done with our sales today, and we're gonna go ahead and just set the whole cycle going at the same time, so everything grows and finishes together. That way we don't have to keep checking back here constantly to see if some of the plants are done and some aren't yet. Well, we didn't even make it that far. Let's go grab a bunch more sour diesel. I guess everybody's going to be buying that today. Got 21 sour. I'm going to grab a stack of OG too. Might as well make the rounds while we're out and about. Nobody's home. We got Geraldine from back there already. Ming, you want any drugs? No? You'll hit me up in like 20 minutes? Gotcha. Makes sense. Ludwig. You usually buy. No? Alright. Fair enough. Trent. What's up, dude? How's it going today? Beautiful. My man. Alright, let's check on Kyle. Oh, already sold to you recently. Alright. Peter, what do you want? 3 sour? There you go. You know how this works. Appreciate the business. Have a good day. Keith. Try a little bit of that. Tell me you like it this time. Already sold to Austin. Nice. Attaboy, Keith. Glad you liked it this time. Do you want to buy some now? Just 1. That's good enough for me, man. Appreciate it. Peggy. Oh, Beth, sorry. You and Peggy kind of look alike from a distance. I apologize for that. Boy, she took that to heart. There's Peggy. Damn, everybody's starting to buy 5. We might have to start carrying jars on us. Suffering from success here. Not that that's a complaint. This is pretty sweet. What are you looking at? Get away from me. This is probably the most cheesed out hiding spot ever. I don't think that the NPCs can crouch, so it's not actually possible for them to even come down here. But the fact that the bridge is so low just means if you tuck yourself just a little ways back, you are actually invisible. On the plus side, we did get a little bit of extra experience we were just talking about. Dude, Ludwig, I just asked you before we came up here, and you said no. If I wasn't all about that paper, I'd just start rejecting these fools when they do that. If I show up and offer you drugs and you tell me no, just to text me 5 minutes later to see if I have drugs, I'm going to start just ignoring you. You not here yet? Oh, yeah. You're already there. There you go, dude. Next time, just buy it when I show up. Thanks. Where are we going here? All right. Did we talk to you already, Chloe? No. But you didn't want it anyways. Doesn't matter. Try some sour diesel. Tell me what you think. Hey, hey. Gotta love that. What's up, Joyce? Too sour? There you go, ma'am. Have a good one. Quickly meet up with Meg here before it gets to be too late. Sorry it took me so long. I was a little bit busy. There you go. Appreciate it. I think that's pretty much everybody down here we can sell to. I did not ask her after the fact if she wanted any. 88%, that's pretty good. Appreciate it. We already sold all of our sour diesel there. We're going to have to load up. Sometimes you can make that jump and sometimes you can't. I guess this time was not one of those times. We got pretty good cash right now, so let's go order a dead drop for some seeds. What do we have left here? Just 2 sour diesel, and we're up to 10 grows now. So that being said, we can only do 10 seeds at a time anyways. We have a decent amount of OG Kush and a little bit of sour diesel left. We're growing some green crack now. So I guess we're just going to go right back to the beginning. We'll just load up from start to finish here. Need to order a dead drop. We're going to get 10 OG Kush for 300 and even, which is nice. There you go, dude. Perfect. And let's see if we can't bump into Benji. Grab that cash from him. I would imagine he made a few more sales today, so we should be well over 400 bucks by now. I don't think I've seen him out and about at all today. What are you doing home? 861, not horrible. I mean, not super good either, but it's good enough. I already sold to you. I already sold to him. I feel like I pretty much got everybody that we have available right now outside of the new contacts. We can do Jerry and Kim now. Jerry will help us get the new supplier if Meg doesn't, but we're already, like, we've made one sale to Meg. So that kind of helps. Let's harvest the rest of this crap real quick. We should have quite a bit built up for green crack now, too. I want to say each one of these has given us like 12 buds. Well, each of the suspension racks. These ones only give us like 8. Kind of a bummer. It'll be so nice when we get to replace those all with suspension racks. Alright, so we have plenty of OG, some green crack. We need more sour diesel. We've only got 4, but that's okay. This will help for now. And let's start packaging all this shit, I guess, huh? This will be perfect. We can load up our inventory, get all of our supplies built back up again, and we'll be in the perfect spot to wrap up this episode. And the start of next episode, we'll already be loaded and ready to start making some more sales. Might be switching over to jars here pretty quick too for the most part. Carry a stack of baggies and a stack of jars on us. Our next big thing is going to be saving up the money for the bungalow. Once we get that done, we can start moving our stuff over there, and we can really expand our operation. And by then we'll be able to fully automize some of it. We can get a couple of botanists to do the planting and watering for us. We'll have to go and make sure we get some supplies. Load up a few shelves for them. And we might turn this into our mixing location. Get one chemist, a couple of mixing pots, and then bring jars of our weed over here. Unpackage them, throw them on a shelf for him, and have him go ahead and make us some mixed stuff. That way we can make a bit more bang for our buck while we do our sales. Alright, let's do that. We're going to go ahead and grab those 6 sour, because that's the one thing we really need right now. We got plenty of OG Kush, though. Let's pack up these last 4 sour diesel as well. Try to keep ourselves from running out of anything before we manage to get our next grow session going. There we go. So we got 11 sour, 38 OG, and 20 green crack on us. That should hold us over for a day or two. We also have another stack of OG in here we can grab if we need it. And we still have a ton of green crack. Alright, now before we wrap up, let's go ahead and get these things loaded. And we'll go pick up our drop. Hopefully by that point it's done. Get the seeds, bring them back, we can get everything planted. Auto water. And then that's where we can call it for the day. We'll be all set and ready, and there's Albert right there. Good timing. Now we'll be getting 80 grams, well, 88 grams technically, every harvest we do. So if we do a cycle of each of the 4 different weed strands, then we'll have almost 90 grams of all 4. That should definitely be able to supply us and Benji pretty well. And we'll be getting our new dealer pretty soon. She's right over there. Works really well when we get the bungalow, much like here at the motel, Benji being right next door. When we move over to the bungalow, our new dealer will also be right next door, basically, living in the hotel room thing over there, apartment complex. We can start doubling our daily income from dealers. By that point, we'll also be far enough to be able to maintain it. The biggest thing with expansion, when you get to a new area, it's very exciting to go ahead and get your next dealer going and start moving all your products and stuff over there, but it's a very expensive endeavor. Not only is the bungalow, like $6 grand or $8 grand to buy, but you have to have more of your grow ops if you want to expand. For dealers, you're going to need double the inventory, basically. Benji doesn't take a lot right now, but when you're in full swing with addiction, he can go through a whole stack easily in a day. So you're filling his inventory as much as possible. And then with a secondary one, you also have to make sure you're filling her inventory up, and you got to have enough for yourself. I don't recommend ever switching over directly to dealers, like only. Experience-wise, you make a good chunk of XP for every sale that you do. And it's a really good way for you to make sales with better quality products. So if I make a mix, I can carry that on me and I can make sales more regularly. I can go door to door or whatever else. Whereas Benji or your other dealers, they'll also sell the better stuff, but they have to wait for somebody to message them. So if you're really trying to squeeze out the extra profit, it's actually easiest for you to just go to everybody. Eventually, it'll get to a point where you don't really care, and the automation is just nicer, so you don't have to worry about it. And at that point in time, yeah, I mean, just give all your dealers mixed products and let them go to town. The nice thing about the expensive mixes, the NPCs won't buy nearly as much product, so you have to produce less in order to maintain that supply chain, which is great. I mean, yeah, it would be awesome if I could sell my $1,200 per gram Coke mix in stacks of 5 to every person, but it takes a long time to make the product. So if I could do that, I would have a very hard time keeping up with demand. Your profit will slow down a little bit. Obviously, you can make just as much money selling an unmixed cheap product like pot in comparison to a fully mixed Coke strain. You're just going to need like 5 times more pot than you would need the cocaine. So later on, if you wanted to do some mixing, it's a bit of a hassle, but if you can automate it using the employees and stuff, it kind of takes at least some of that away, and it does make it to where producing less product is totally viable. Like I said, I might do a 6 mix Coke strain in some of my playthroughs, and if we do that, the product will sell for like a base price of $735 or something like that, $750. Well, with the 1.6 rule, you can mark that up to $999, which is the maximum you can charge for a product, and your customers will actually pay like $1,200. But they're only going to buy one at a time. So if I make a stack of 20, that's 20 individual sales I could do in comparison to even now, if we go out and sell some sour diesel, some of the people we're selling to are buying 5 of these as it is. That would only be 4 sales in their cocaine before we'd be out. And it takes 4 or 5 times longer to produce the cocaine than it does the pot. So, I mean, it does become a hindrance. Alright, we're going to water everything here, and then before we actually wrap it up for the night fully, we're going to go ahead and drop some cash off and order our next batch of seeds. That way when we start the next episode, we'll be set and ready. Mr. Hoover. We're going to go ahead and order the sour diesel seeds next. We'll get 10 of them. Perfect. He's already got his cash in there. We'll go ahead and take out the excess. Perfect. And this is where we'll wrap it up then. Now, next episode, we'll go ahead and pick up right from the start again, except for we'll already have Albert getting ready to drop us some more seeds. And we'll be getting to our full growth cycle then. Really be reaping in a large quantity. We can start loading Benji up. We can start making some bigger deals ourselves. And hopefully we'll be able to make it to the bungalow pretty soon, in a couple episodes. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. If you made it all the way through to the end, please like and subscribe and comment. It really helps us out. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it as well. And until next time, I will see you later.